everybody.
Hi.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm Alfa Anderson
I'm
Barfield.
and Tinkr Barfield.
And we want to talk about how we met. Guess where we met, everybody? On the Luther Vandross tour, right, baby?
Yeah. Those were great times. Yeah, we met. Let me see. It was about 1981.
Yeah.
When we first met, we got together. Luther put his group together. This was the second tour he did, and we met on this tour. And you know, the first full year of meeting, I didn't even know she was there like that. You know, it was just, you know, we were colleagues and we were working together. You know, and everybody was feeling things out. We were having a good time. And then about a year into the tour, I had a dream, or maybe about a year into the tour, I had a dream, and she was the main character in the dream. And you know, I went to sleep and I woke up sweating profusely, hot and heavy. And so I wanted to see if this was actually something that was real, because it felt very, very real to me. You know, sometimes you have dreams and they're just so real. So I pursued her.
And I let him catch me.
And she let me catch her. Okay. And so we went on from there. It seemed to work. And we were getting to know each other, and we sort of, I guess people call it dating, but we were together for 2 years.
Yes.
And then Alfa wanted to make it official. She was talking about marriage.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, I was already there. That's just the way that I am. And so we walked down, we walked down the aisle. She wanted the pomp and circumstance. She wanted the dress and the whole nine, and we did that. And it was wonderful. It was a wonderful occasion. We had a beautiful wedding. We had a nice honeymoon. And we went on from there. So we were together, let me see, we did maybe, what was it, three or four tours with Luther. And it culminated in our marriage in 1987. But it was so much fun. We had so much fun, man.
Yeah.
It was great, man, and all of that love music and beautiful songs
Luther loved love. As you all know, you listen to his music, he writes about love, and not only just the physical aspect of love, but the spiritual aspect of love, and how important it is for you to meet each other heart to heart, spirit to spirit, as well as a body to body, So that was really, really important, and we love that about him. And I think he loved that about love in general. It wasn't always about the sexual side of love. It was about the commitment. It was about coming together and the unity, the union that you have with somebody that is just, and it's ours to just continue to grow and grow. And so we really are at the point now where we can repeat each other's sentences, or I'll say something and he'll say, I was just thinking about that. So we've really become one. And that to us is what the marriage was all about, becoming one, and in so many ways, but still have your individuality, because we're very different people, very different.
Yeah, we really are. We really are. But I guess, opposites attract, they say. And, she balances me out, and I think I balance her out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Our viewpoints are different about some things, and which is good. So we've been together. This is coming up to our 34th wedding anniversary, which would make us together for 36 years.
Yes.
So something was working right.
Absolutely. And we managed to stay together. People always say, wow, you've been together so long. And one of the things we say is that we're together because we want to be together. Yeah. We wanted to be married, It's something that we wanted and we were passionate about. And you think about Luther. Luther was passionate about love, very passionate about being with someone, but passionate about finding that one person that he loved. So I guess in a way that spilled over into us, and that sort of helped to mold and shape our marriage and definitely our relationship. I remember when we went to Montserrat. Well, actually, I was a tagger-on. You said you tagged on a lot of times because Luther and I were good friends, so you would tag along. But I actually tagged along when you guys went to Montserrat to record in Air Studios there.
Yeah.
Which do you remember which album what that was?
Yeah, it was
Was
The
it
Night I Fell in Love. Yeah, The Night I Fell in Love.
Yeah.
That was good. We did. As a matter of fact, both of us did Until My Baby Comes Home, and we held on to that phrase because we call each other our baby.
And I think some of our colleagues used to get a little annoyed because I would go boop and he would go yes boop, and to this day we call each other boop. And that's where that came from. That came from Till My Baby Comes Home, the Luther Vandross tour. So we have so many wonderful memories of working with him and the other colleagues that were there. And we got married. We decided that we would take a year off, right? We didn't work for a year. We had no money at the end of the year. We went through all of our savings, but we thought it was really, really important for us to just spend the time getting to know each other and to just talking about everything and feeling each other out and growing the marriage, growing the relationship. Because it's not, a lot of times in this culture, it's like they met and they lived happily ever after. So it talks about product, but not about process. So loving somebody and being with each other, staying with each other, supporting each other through all the ups and downs, through everything that you go through, it is a process. So we took some time to really understand that process. And we've been going through that process ever since, and we're still here. What's your favorite Luther love song?
Interesting. Favorite Luther love song? Oh gosh, he has so many.
So many.
Yeah, Luther has so many love songs in this, and nobody sings like this man.
Oh please.
I mean, his voice is just velvet. It's just beautiful, and performing, and sometimes you had to be careful because you would get so caught up in what he was doing that you could neglect what you were doing. Being drawn in by him. But my favorite one, Forever, for Always, for Love. Yeah. I love that song. The one he did with Cheryl Lynn.
If This World
Were Mine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's so many of them. Yeah. What is yours?
Well, that was I like it's. You're right. It's so hard, but The Night I Fell in Love. The Night I Fell in Love is one of my favorite. Is definitely one of my favorites because I definitely fell in love with you on that tour during that time. On those tours, rather, because it wasn't just one tour. There were numerous tours, like 3 or 4 tours that we were part of. And over that period of time, I fell in love with this guy,
With this guy. This dude.
I fell in love with my boop, baby.
Hey, love is real, but it's also, like Alpha was saying, people have a misconception, I think, and they do remove the process, but it's also you make up your mind what you want to do, because you wrap stuff around feelings. Feelings come and feelings go. You feel good today, you don't feel so good tomorrow. So what are you going to do? When you don't feel so good. So those kinds of things, because we get on each other's nerves. Don't think we don't get on each other's nerves. And then you have to put some space in between. But the thing is that it's not a deal breaker.
Right.
You have a lot more going in the situation, with the situation, yes. So you sort of make that commitment, and you deal with those things as they come, and that's the beautiful part of it, because when you get over the hump and you navigate through these situations, and you can sit with each other on the other side of that, and it's just a wonderful feeling, and you don't ever think it's fun. The funny thing about it is when you are in the infatuation stage, you don't think that there's anything more to it or greater than that. Okay, but there's stuff greater than that. You just have to navigate through it, and when you get to it, man, it's like, whoa, I didn't think I could love her any more than I was loving her, but it seems to be an inexhaustible situation.
Yeah.
It's like learning. You're always learning and you're always growing. You're always loving, and it's ever expanding.
Yeah.
And it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So
no limits, no boundaries.
yes, no
to
limits,
our love.
no boundaries.
No limits and no boundaries
Yeah.
to our love.
Yeah,
It's eternal.
yeah. So we're very happy, and we pay homage to Luther because we met on his tour.
On his tour.
So he's
You
sort
know.
of, a little bit responsible for bringing us together. Okay, so
Absolutely.
kudos to you, Lou.
We're still here.
And we're still here. Yes.
Still loving each other, taking care of each other,
Yeah.
still loving your music, still loving you,
Yeah.
and missing you.
Yeah.
Missing you.
And like Alpha said, we play Luther's music all the
Oh,
time.
as a matter of fact, we were playing it.
today.
You were playing it earlier
Yeah, playing
today.
Yeah, because it's just so great. Timeless.
Timeless music.
Timeless music. So.
And you can be angry, and you can put on some Luther music, and we remember the times that we were developing this relationship, and it just melts. And you just look at each other and you go, oh, okay, yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So, again, falling in love is a wonderful thing. Don't be afraid, Put your heart out there, and go for it.
Yes.
Okay, go for it. We highly recommend it.
Yes, we do. So, again, happy
Valentine's
Valentine's Day,
Day,
everybody. And we hope that you find the love that you want and the love that you need. The other person that complements you and helps to complete you with the opportunity to continue to grow.
Peace.